Elvis,
Hey.
another episode of Indiana Rocks. Sorry, I was playing lead there for a minute. We've got a show coming up May the 3rd.
Yep.
The Southern Fried Boogie Woogie Showcase.
Yep.
And we're going to have the Buggy Branch Band. We're going to have our boys Rocket Sauce, Sherman. Yep. We're going to have the Upside Down Blues Review.
Yeah.
The guys from Flynnville Train.
Yeah.
We're going to have Otis.
Otis.
Man, so looking forward to Otis.
Yeah.
And I'm so looking forward to being able to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Skinny Molly. And from Skinny Molly, we have Mike Estes joining us on the phone. Mike, how are you, brother?
I'm great, man. Y'all doing okay?
We are. We got rid of about 19 inches of snow finally after 4.5 weeks. But
man, I'm telling you, I was at the grocery store last night. I live west of Nashville, and there's still a 3-foot, 4-foot pile of it where they cleared the parking lot.
Yeah.
Man, it's been 70 degrees one day, and we still got piles of it around.
Well, hopefully we're done with it all. But I
kind of hope so.
I have a feeling we're not. I have a feeling that
it's supposed to take a dive. The temperature is again.
It is?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 66.
Yeah?
Yeah, like next Thursday or Friday. And then back down to freezing.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah, me too, man. This has been a rough one.
It has.
So, Mike, you're not originally from Nashville. Are you from Ohio or Kentucky or?
Yeah, I was born in Kentucky and grew up in southwestern Ohio. I've lived in Tennessee for the last 30 years.
My dad's from Hamilton, Ohio. My mom's from Middletown.
Oh yeah, that's where I used to live, was Hamilton.
Are you kidding me?
No, I lived there. Well, I actually lived in Ross in Butler County there, and when I was in high school. And after high school, I moved over to, Hamilton's right down the road.
Right.
It's not even, it's 10 miles, 12 miles from where I went to high school at.
Wow.
But yeah, I actually lived in Jacksonville, Florida, right after high school for a while, and then when I moved back to Ohio, I lived in Hamilton.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're a founding member of Skinny Molly. We'll get to Skinny Molly, but you started with Blackfoot. Is that correct?
No, actually, I played in Lynyrd Skynyrd for a few years, and in the mid '90s, and I played in Blackfoot for a couple of years in 2010, I think.
Okay, all right.
2012, yeah.
All right. Well, how did the Skinny Molly band form?
I was in a band called the Southern Rock All Stars, and I used to do all these Europe tours all the time. When I was about 25 years ago, I started doing them, and one of the promoters in Europe called me up and asked if I would do a tour, and I forget exactly what they wanted to do, but I didn't have a band at the time. I just had Kurt, our drummer, and he and I were doing a lot of recording, and I was playing guitar and bass and everything on the recordings, so I didn't really have a band quite together. So I called one of the guys who had also been in the Southern Rock All Stars, Dave Lubeck. He was one of the original guys in Molly Hatchet. So since I'd been in Skynyrd and was in Molly Hatchet. We called it Skinny Molly, and it was supposed to only be one tour. And that was 20 some years ago. Dave's passed on now, but he played a couple years with us, and we did a lot of good Europe tours and stuff. And he eventually went back to Molly Hatchet, which he probably should have. It was his band to begin with, and we did. And like I say, it was supposed to be one tour, and it went really, really well. So we just kept doing it, and next thing I know, we're writing songs and recording them, and we've done a few albums and working on another one now.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. I got. Can I pitch you a song off air? I got a song that might be a great country song.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, I'll send you the lyrics off air.
Okay.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It is. Yes. Steve Luster might do a bluegrass version of it.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
if Steve Luster did a bluegrass version, Mike Estes did a southern rock version. Oh,
Yeah.
I could go ahead and cash it in. You know, I'm done. We're looking forward to having you up here in May, Mike. So very much.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that gig. The guys, I mean, Sherman Stockton's obviously a really dear friend of mine, and he and I've done some gigs together, and I've played with his band. He's played with my band, and
yeah, I hinted around a little bit that there might be a jam at the end of this for those that are there all the way through to the end. So,
yeah, man, I saw something about that. And the guys in Otis, Boone's a really good friend of mine. He and I talk online almost every day, and it's so.
It's so many. It's the music community, man. So many great people in the music community. Yeah, they're the smucks, you know, but we don't talk to them on a regular basis, and
it's best to avoid them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you do the gig with them, and then, you know, see you down the road. But we ask everybody this question to kind of start out. Well, we didn't ask Chris, I don't think, did we? No, we did ask Chris.
Yeah.
And she did help. Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead, Mel, ask the question.
Have you ever carried a B3 up a couple of flights of stairs at a gig?
I carried one down and upstairs into a studio. It wasn't at a live gig. But
That counts.
I had a studio in my basement, and my buddy that actually he works for Skynyrd now, he bought a B3, needed a place to put it, so we put it in my studio, and we took it down a flight of stairs. I think it was 4 of us. It was 3 or 4 of us, and we got it down there. And I said, "Man, I don't ever want to have to move that thing up the stairs." So it was down there probably a year, maybe 6-8 months, and he got him a place where he could put it, and I was like, "Oh no!" So we got it back up the stairs, and I don't think it had one of those, you know, those dollies they put them on. We didn't even have a dolly for it. We just got it up and down. Somehow.
No, never used a dolly. It was always 4 to 6 people.
Yeah.
I think we just had 3. And, one of them guys, so to be fair about it, he was like 6'6" and weighed about 230. Yeah, he was actually a big help.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, man, that I have done it. I never want to do it again. And at my age, I shouldn't have to.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
Absolutely.
That's a hell of a good question, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, it generates a lot of stories. you know, because just
Not
about
everybody.
just about everybody's done it. You know, at some point or another. And
Yeah.
you know, we've heard stories of how well, you know, we decided that we would Frankenstein the B3 and cut the cabinet out and put it on metal legs, and it made it even heavier.
Yeah. Yeah, the metal legs.
Man, that's a good. Yeah, I've seen those guys around Nashville here. There's a couple for sale now where they call them chops, and they've taken the bottom off and put them on some kind of rolling thing, and there's a guy in Southern Kentucky there. He does the chop for you if you want to have your bee chopped. I mean, he does it with all of them. I'm kind of into those things. I'm not a good organ player. I just kind of like them, and the main guy that works on them, one of the main guys that works on them around here, has a chop service if you want to make yours smaller. But I do think he manages to make it lighter. So.
Yeah.
Well, these guys were experimenting back in the early 70s, so they ended up not making it lighter. but it took up less space in the you know in the trailer.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, what was your first guitar?
Sorry?
What was your first guitar?
My first actual guitar I got for Christmas, I think I was in the 8th grade. And it was, I still have it actually. It was a Yamaha acoustic. And
nice.
But my first electric, I got out of my next door neighbor's garbage can. They were throwing it away. It was a Silvertone Dan Electro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was like, you know, back then, you know, they were everywhere, and I paid as little as $5 for one. but and I still have that one too. But it's so I wasn't much into the acoustic thing at the minute, and I you know, walked around playing Smoke on the Water on one string for 2 years. And not very well. but once I got that electric strung up, man, I was off to the races, you know. This is smaller, lighter, you look cooler.
That's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah, at that time. It's like I'd grown up on country music, and that's kind of how I got into Southern rock was, you know, and before I ever started playing guitar, you know, you had in 73 and 4 and 5, you had Ramblin' Man and Sweet Home Alabama and on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
And it was, to me, that was like Hank Sr. with loud guitars, you know.
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got into I was like, oh man, this sounds kind of like that. My dad didn't think so, but
Well, I grew up on Zeppelin and the Stones, but I also grew up on Pickin' and Grinnin' with Hee Haw on.
Oh God, I never missed an episode
on Saturday nights, you know.
Yeah,
so
Saturday nights,
Roy.
I'm 62, and I remember watching the Porter Wagner show, and I think me and the old man mostly watched it for the Dolly Parton.
I was going to say,
oh yeah.
And but we never missed Hee Haw, and it was like I had this, you know, two sides. I love country, and I grew up on Zeppelin too. It's like from Skynyrd it went to Zeppelin, and even another band that I really liked back then, had a hell of a guitar player, was REO Speedwagon back when they were a rock band, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
Gary Richrath.
Gary Richrath, yeah, he was one of my favorite players growing up too.
He was good.
Oh yeah. He's still good.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of his the other day, and I was just like, God Almighty, that guy could play.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you know, you got Glenn Campbell and Roy Clark from the Hee Haw set that are absolute monster guitar players.
Oh, yeah,
Glenn Campbell,
Campbell.
I don't know if there's anybody better than him. I mean, I watched clips of him to this day. I watched one 2 or 3 days ago. Him and Jerry Reed. There's 4 or 5 I've seen of him and Jerry Reed playing together. It's just unbelievable.
They're all killer players.
I posted one with him playing with George Benson.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That was it. There's nobody Glenn couldn't play with. Nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, he played on a lot of those Beach Boys hits. He played, you know, he was one of the Studio A guys, you know, in California. And there was no kind of music he couldn't play and do it really well. And I've played some of those Ovation acoustics like what he used to play, and they're not easy to play. It's like, you know, it wasn't like he was getting any help from a lot of his instruments either.
Yeah, I seen him on his show do William Tell Overture.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
No.
Oh,
Glenn Campbell doing William
yeah.
Tell Overture on the guitar.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting faster and faster and faster. I mean, he's burning at the end of it.
Oh, no, he was. I mean, he should be mentioned in any conversation about great guitar players.
Yeah.
He really should be, because
I agree.
I used to watch his show too.
Yeah.
The Glenn Campbell Hour.
Hi, I'm Glenn Campbell.
I'm Glenn Campbell. Yeah, I feel lucky to come up during that time, and back when real music was on television, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, variety shows and stuff.
Well, not only that, but the late night weekend shows, you know, with
Midnight Special.
Right.
Yeah. Hullabaloo.
That was
Don Kirshner's Rock Concert.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. Don Kirshner.
Yeah, that was it. I was, you know, dedicated to watching those shows. I could, and they come on late. That's how I got in the habit of staying up late. Back then, because the show where I was at, they didn't come on till late.
Right.
So I've been a night owl ever since.
And of course Dick Clark. You know, American
Dick
Bandstand. Clark. Everybody watched Bandstand to see what the latest thing was back in the day. Yeah.
Back then, music was super important, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was before everybody had to go stick their nose in everybody else's business on social media.
Preach. All right, I've got Mike. I got a picture of. Actually, it's a video from YouTube of Skinny Molly, and I think you guys are in like Iceland or Greenland or Norway, or you're somewhere. Could be Sweden. You're somewhere Nordic, and back in 2017, and just because you mentioned that you did a lot of stuff in Europe. Talk a little bit about touring around Europe.
Touring Europe, I've been doing it pretty steady since the late '90s, and there was 10 or 12 years there. I went over there at least once a year, sometimes as many as 3. And well, the music over there is still like a cultural thing. It's and then don't get me wrong, people are still into their social media and all that stuff, but the generation of people that are around my age or a little older, a little younger, they still go to gigs, you know, and they'd rather go to a gig, and they'll go through any weather to get to the gig, and then stay home and, you know, and get on the computer or phone. And that was the thing that struck me in the later part of it. We haven't been over since, I think, 22. And that they'll still come. I get people's kids coming to shows, that people whose kids grew up listening to us in the house, and now they come to shows. So we get younger people too. And that it's just it's a little bit different. I wouldn't say the audiences are better, but they do come to the shows, and it's a little more difficult here to pull people out the house. And plus, here ticket prices on everything have gotten so ridiculous that you can't. People have to save up and can go to 1 or 2 shows a year rather than 10. I mean, there's people I know over there that go to every show that comes to town, and the ticket prices are reasonable. You can still go to a decent show over there for $25. Now if everything, I mean, I've seen people that I've never even heard of that aren't that big. There's the shows here that are $50, $60, $75, and people just can't afford to do that, And I don't know if it's that way this minute over there, but last time I was over there, it was still wasn't too expensive to get into our shows and other shows of bands that are about on our level. I think that's one thing that's kind of kept people from coming out in the States so much, is the price of tickets have gotten ridiculous.
Well, you bring that up, and we've got $20 tickets for 5 bands.
Man, that's a deal for that lineup, I think.
Not now. We got the $150 front row tickets with backstage access for the people.
And that's cool for people. That's cool as heck for people that can afford it.
Right. But we also want people to be able to come to the show. So we got $40 tickets and $20 tickets, and for that lineup, like you said,
No.
Where else you gonna go?
You're not.
I think that's a fair price, and it's like, I mean, most people try to get $100 out of that ticket. Most of the promoters I know, to start with, and it's just like
we're trying to do shows that are artist centered. That we appreciate the artists, and we want people to come and see them. And and I think that's fantastic. That's the way it kind of works over there. Most of the promoters that I deal with, cool.
I've been doing it so long that I know everybody in the business that I want to work with, and I continue to work with them because they're the same way as y'all are on this show.
Cool. Well, and it's not just going to be this show. It's going. I mean, everything we do is kind of this way. So I feel good about being. The way people are doing it in Europe and doing it right. I feel good that we're doing it the same way. It's kind of coincidental. But it's really more instinct. It's like, the first thing you want to do is take care of the artists.
Yeah.
The first thing you want, because they aren't, they aren't just, they're artists.
Yeah.
They are artists. All right. So that's the first thing. And then you make sure that the crowd is pleased with the lineup, and the lineup we've got for May 3rd.
I think it's awesome.
I mean, gosh, let's talk about that real quick here, Mike. We don't want to take up a whole bunch of your time, but what can the people expect that are going to be coming to the show on May the 3rd? I'm assuming we're going to hear some Skynyrd. I'm assuming
You'll hear a couple of Skynyrd songs. We play Freebird actually, so nobody has to worry
Yell it
about it.
And I guarantee you, I bet you, no matter where you play it, it's still the most beloved thing. That's
it goes. People love it to this day, and that's the reason we keep playing it. And so we'll play that. We'll play. We play about a third originals and maybe a little more.
Cool.
And we play a couple of Blackfoot songs. We on occasion throw a Stone song in there. Usually we don't have much of a set list. It's more of a guideline, and we kind of go by the feel of the crowd, you know. And if somebody yells something that we know well enough to play, we'll play it. That's gotten us in trouble a couple times.
I am so looking forward to this show.
It's
My
gonna
gosh.
be fun.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. Good time of year to do it too. We ought to be past the snow by then.
Right,
Well, I
right.
hope so.
And for those that like to ride motorcycles, it'll make a good destination day for them to get out on their bikes. A nice sunny 70-degree May day to come over.
Oh, how sweet it is!
See a show. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yep.
Mel, you got anything else before?
No, I.
Oh, hey.
What?
You mentioned you might play a Blackfoot song.
Yeah, we'll play Train.
Train, take me.
Yeah, we play that. We play what's the name of that other one? This oh God, I can't remember the name of it. We play 2 or 3, and we don't do highway song, but we do excuse me, Train, and
yeah, we used to.
Jay Johnson sings the Blackfoot stuff. And he was in Blackfoot as well. Actually 3 of us out of the 4 have been in Blackfoot at one time or another. And so we play a couple of those.
This is a perfect way to end this. Mel, you guys open for Blackfoot?
Yep.
As Night Owl?
Yes.
Okay, as they open
at the Performing Arts Center in Tampa.
Oh.
And it was in 70.
Yeah, this was
late 76.
Okay.
And we had all of our stuff stolen. We were playing all week there. And then Blackfoot was there on the Saturday night. And so we had our stuff down off the stage so they could get their stuff set up, and we'd set back up in front of them, like the day of, and do sound checks and stuff. And we showed up to set our stuff up, and it wasn't there. The guy stood there and held the door open while they carted all of our. Not all of it, but vital stuff like the PA and so they had to loan us a bunch of equipment. And they didn't take my drums or nothing, but
who was in Blackfoot then?
Ricky Medlock's the only one I remember. He was with them then.
But they let you use their equipment, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I met him again. I met him again when he was with I worked at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
There in Indianapolis on the east side.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Did you ever get any of it back?
Did you ever get any of your equipment back?
Oh yeah, but we had to give him the truck. So then we had to start renting a truck, and it put the skids on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we had fun while it lasted. I still play, but
Mike, what was the first band you were in?
The first band I was in was called Hell and High Water.
Ah,
Was it country rock or?
Yeah, pretty well. We did, let's see, we used to do 5 sets, and we did half originals each set, and the rest would be either Southern rock, country rock, or blues rock.
Cool.
Yeah, we did, we played, back then we did like all the Southern rock anthems to end the set, like one was Green Grass and High Tide, the other would be Highway Song, one we had, and the other one at the end was Freebird. But that's how we used to end each set. We used to play over there in Liberty, Indiana quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played Lawrenceburg a few times, and we'd get over to the line there, you know, and we were basically, we weren't even regional. We were just kind of mostly Southwest Ohio area.
Cool.
We did a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And look at you now. You done toured Europe several times and selling records. You got original albums, and man.
Yeah, man. It's been
congratulations.
It's been a great life, really. It's you know, it's like it was sink or swim. You know, I've kind of treaded water, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Well, we appreciate your time, and
Thanks for calling me, man. I appreciate y'all doing the show, and we're looking real forward to
oh, we are too. Can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking to you between now and then.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
You too,
You do
man.
the same, brother. We appreciate you. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, Mike Estes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks,
Well,
guys.
thank you. Hey, hit the
Bye-bye.
like, hit the subscribe, hit the share, and let everybody know. We'll have the place you can get tickets in the bottom of the in the comments below. It's going to be a great show. My gosh, they're going to do some.
It
They're going to do some of their originals.
Yeah.
They're going to do some Skynyrd.
Yep. Yep. I love
And
it.
plus we got Boggy Branch, we got Sherman and Rocket Sauce. We got the Upside Down Rhythm and Blues Review.
Yep.
Skinny Molly, of course, Mike Estes, we just talked to him, and Otis, and Otis is going to bring original music. Skinny Molly's going to bring original music. Boggy Branch is going to bring original music. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Get your tickets now. Link below, or go to Rick's Center, the theater here in Greenfield, and you can buy tickets. There's a link to go to get tickets through there. They are reserved. They are VIP Plus, VIP Gold, Silver, and Bronze level tickets, and tickets in each range are still available, but they are selling, and they're going to keep selling. We're going to keep talking about it. Thank you, brother, for being here as always.
Hey.
Thank you to Mike Estes. Thank you to you for clicking on. Greatly appreciate you. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and as always, it is a dark world.
Be a light.
We love you, man. Thank you. 35 minutes.